Hi folks, Bob Dale for Southern Ring Marketing. You know folks, you watch our sales, we sell lots and lots of diesel trucks. We sold thousands of them. Well, today we're going to list a really nice diesel truck, folks. So if you've been down to your local dealer and got shell shocked and they showed you about a $65,000 new one, you went down to your local used car lot and they showed you wanted about 35, you'll like this truck a lot. This is a 2009 Ford F250 Lariat 4-wheel drive. It is a Lariat, folks, and it has every piece of equipment, has moonroof, navigation, heated seats, everything. Got a good set of matching tires, 18-inch wheels. It's got a leveling kit on it. Paint is beautiful, stands up, does everything just like it should do. It's only got 140,000 miles on it, and it has been deleted. 140,000 miles, and it has been deleted. Come on, look at it. The front is pretty. The glass is all fresh and not crazed over. The windshield's not pecked up. You can see down the side, it's not pecked and dinged and all that. Look under here. Our customers always ask me, is any rust issues?
Ready lift.
You can see right here that is all factory. That's not been sprayed over and all that. First thing we'll do is look inside these doors. Never been muddy, never been on a farm, never been on a work site. The interior is as fresh and nice as it can be. Has navigation, heated seats. Look at the leather. It's absolutely beautiful. Everything you'd want on a truck, just the way you'd want it. See all this? No, not kicked up, beat up. Look in here. That's factory. That shows you she's never been painted on. Back here, the back seat is just new.
Got a sliding rear window, extra cup holders. We do have the mats to go with it. LEDs in the cab lights. See, the bed liner's perfect.
Beautiful bed liner. Once again, under here, look under here, folks. You can see
it's got a turnover ball, which apparently they didn't use much because it's covered with the bed liner, and even if you don't need it, that's value.
We say all the time, folks, you may not need that turnover ball now, but if you ever do need it, you'll save yourself several, well, $1,500 because they are expensive to put in. I want you to look at this tailgate.
This is the first tailgate I've seen in a while that hadn't had a scratch, a scuff,
not a scratch,
been repainted or something.
Look at it. Look in it. Look here. See, you can see right here. It's never, I don't think anything's been in the bed, folks. It doesn't appear to be. See, you'd have scratch marks on that. That's factory paint, not a scratch, not a mark on it. All factory paint.
There's your backup camera. Got parking sensors. Got the big chrome tip. That's the man tip.
Look down the side. There's not a rock peck, folks. There's not dings and pings.
Got the big pipe.
Look under here. There's no rust issues. It's never been mudded out and all that. Well, you want to make me aggravated? Watch these kids out with their daddy and mama's trucks that they spent $1 million for, or even if they bought them themselves, trying to tear them up in mud holes and ditches. Look at all this stuff. It's all factory. Look in here. No paint work. Never had any that I can see, and doesn't need any. Not gonna need any. Leather's perfect. Power on both sides. You can see the carpets here. No dust, no mud kicked around up in here.
And all
yeah, you can see we've got all the books and records.
You can see in these pockets, they're all in good shape.
This FedEx guy's gonna walk right over here. You want to pause with that FedEx?
Yeah.
We had to pause, folks, because FedEx van pulled up. They'll just stop and walk right up to you. They think we're, I don't know what they think we're doing. Once again, I just have to show this because you see these so infrequently when they're this fresh and this nice, and they've not been painted and smeared on, and someone has not done some hillbilly deal to the truck.
There's some rock pecks, little small ones, a few of them on each door, but.
Well, you see this down here, you see you get that driving back and forth to church. But anyhow, this is a great truck, folks. We're going to have a low reserve on it. We're going to sell it. I promise you, this truck's going to sell. If you have any questions about this truck, give Dan a call. 601-720-2857. 601-720-2857. If you want to know what it takes to buy it, what the reserve is, give him a call. We are real easy to deal with. I'm his father. Should you not be able to get in touch with him, give me a call. 601-218-1223, because I always answer my phone. And this is a great truck. You'll like it better in person than you do in this video. It's that nice, I promise you it is. It's a 2009 Ford F250, an 09 Ford F250, turbo diesel, four-wheel drive, Lariat with everything you can put on it. The four-wheel drive works in this Lariat package, folks. It's got it all. It's got navigation, moonroof, heated seats, power on both sides, got everything. A good set of tires that'll take you right on home. Only got 140,000 miles and it's already been deleted. What more could you want for a great looking truck, folks? Inside and out, a great looking truck. Thank you so much for watching our video. We do appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi.
Hi folks, Dan Dale here. You've been listening to my dad talk about this truck, but I'm going to take you on a test drive. But before I do, just want to show you a few things. First of all, you can see it's had an impact on these bolts, which means the radiator's been out and replaced, so that's $1,500. You ain't got to worry about spending. Second of all, this truck has Motorcraft batteries, and that may not seem like a big deal, but these Motorcraft batteries are like $150, $200 a piece. So when somebody spends the money on those batteries, instead of just going to the local parts store to get something, that tells me they've taken care of their stuff. See, it's got a high flow air filter, but the main thing is it's got no blow-by. Now it does have smoke like every 6.4 ever built, but as long as the smoke's not puffing, it's not a big deal. But you can see the main thing is I set the oil fill cap down on the tube, it doesn't blow off. If it blows off, it means you got some blow-by, which is just it's a sign of engine wear. I mean, it's not anything fatal or anything, but it's something preferably you don't want to have. Now we'll hop in and take you on a test drive. Okay, now I'm in the truck. Take you on a test drive. You can see, got the navigation. That's factory navigation. And these 09s have a lot better navigation system than the 08s. The 09s and up have the sync system, and they got better maps and everything else. This one also has the power sliding rear window. Got parking sensors, power adjustable pedals, got tow command, dual zone auto climate, got heated seats, got steering wheel radio controls, got Bluetooth. Now you'll have to excuse my shaky video because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the worst streets in the city of Jackson. So even though the video may come out a little shaky, rest assured in person the truck drives great. Doesn't bounce you around, doesn't knock you around. It's got memory seats, automatic headlights. It's got the, let you see them there, power folding mirrors. Excuse me, I'm trying to get, just got back from Miami. Best I can tell, I must have Zika or something because I'm coughing and got a headache and everything else, so who knows. But anyway, got the tow mirrors too. They'll extend in and out, and can't find anything on this truck that doesn't work just like it should. It's even got the factory 4 windshield, which I don't see any rock pecks or cracks in it, which that in itself is pretty amazing, believe it or not. Excuse me, I can't get rid of this cough. The only light on the dash is the tire pressure light, and that's of course because it's got these aftermarket tires and they run at a different tire pressure than the factory tires. So that light's just going to be something you can either live with it or you got several options. You can live with it, which is what most people do, or you can take it to your Ford dealer, and depending on if he's in a good mood or not, you can get him to reprogram the computer to the proper tire pressure for your this aftermarket wheel and tire setup. Or you can pop all 4 tire sensors out, and I've seen people, they'll get a spare tire and just throw all the tire sensors in there, so they'll be technically all reading the right pressure and not throwing the code. So that's another possibility, but I just leave it alone. It's not that big a deal. This truck doesn't pull to the left or right. I can let go of the wheel, doesn't pull, doesn't vibrate or pull when I hit the brakes. This truck has really excellent power. Like Dad said, it has been tuned and deleted. What that means is these trucks, unlike newer ones that use that urea fluid to clean their soot filters, these just dump extra fuel into the rear cylinders to clean it out. And well, that causes 2 problems. One, it kills your fuel economy because you're just dumping extra fuel down the rear 2 cylinders. And second of all, if you're not on top of your oil changes, all that extra fuel going in the rear cylinders will wash past the piston rings, and it'll slowly dilute your crankcase oil until instead of 15 quarts of oil, you've got about 30 quarts of half oil and half fuel, and which leads you to valve train problems and other issues. So now that it's gone though, you pick up about 5 to 7 miles per gallon just right off the spot, thanks to the better flow and not dumping all the extra fuel down. And you can tune the power on the truck up to, well, you can leave it at the stock 350, or you can turn it up as high as 650 horsepower, and it's dead solid reliable. You don't have to put head studs in it. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. And the other option you have as part of that is you can make it roll coal. And if you don't know what that is, Google it. But basically you can make it blow black smoke, which is extra fun when somebody's tailgating you. But this truck right now, it's got a good tow tune. The smoke is turned down. It's not blowing a bunch of smoke. So, I mean, whoever had this truck, they weren't beating on it and everything. They were just easing it around, best I can tell. It's quiet. There's no extra engine noise. And these 6.4s especially, if they've been run hard, they get a little extra diesel-y sound. I don't know how to explain it better, but they'll get an extra sound that you can just hear if you've heard a bunch of them. But this one doesn't have it. Goes down the road just like it should. See, we're doing nearly 70. I just set the cruise. See the little green light under the speedometer, and I'm going to turn it off. You can see it went back off. All that stuff works. Excuse me. There is one little spot on the armrest where somebody had set their elbow. If that bothers you for $40, I can have it fixed, but otherwise I'm not going to worry about it. This truck starts right up and runs perfect, hot or cold. There's no cold start issues, and you know, whether you buy from us or whomever, you always want to hear a Ford diesel run cold, because if it's going to act up, then that's when it's going to act up, is when it's cold. But doesn't do it, so it's one less thing to worry about. If you want to fly in, drive this truck home, you can. I wouldn't hesitate to get in it and drive it anywhere. We'll be glad to pick you up at the airport, no extra charge. We're open Monday through Friday. We'll come back to our place, do all the paperwork, do feedback and everything, let you get on the road. Or, we know most of our customers are from up north and pretty far away, and they're buying from us because we got great deals and we got rust-free trucks. And not everybody has all the extra time to fly down and spend 2 or 3 days on the road driving back home. So what we can do now is ship it for you, or get it shipped for you, I should say. If you look online at these shipping quote companies, don't let those prices scare you off, because depending on how much of a hurry you're in, we can save you as much as half off. But we're going to save you $200 or $300 or so right off the bat, because most of these companies online, they're not real shippers. They're not operating a fleet of trucks. What they're doing is they're brokers, and they charge you several $100s and call it a deposit, and then they get on this one website that all the independent truck drivers use to book their loads. They post it on there, and then you pay the driver when he drops it off what it actually costs to move the truck. Well, we're set up with that website, and we spend a bunch of money and jump through a bunch of hoops to get signed up with them so we can post our customers' vehicles on there. And if you're interested in shipping, we'll if you email me or text me or call me with your zip code, I can get you a good ballpark on shipping. And we don't charge any markup. Whatever it costs us is what it costs you, so we cut out the middleman on that and save you money right off the bat. And it's just something, you know, lots of people don't want to fool with it. They don't want to have to deal with all these logistics, and we're glad to take care of it for you. Or if you'd rather do it yourself, you're welcome to, because like I said, we don't make any money off of it, so it doesn't really matter to me either way. But if you are near Atlanta or Dallas or pretty much anywhere in the entire state of Florida, we can get you an extremely good deal on shipping. Just let me know where you are and I'll get you a quote. But basically, we can get one to Atlanta for around $250, $300, and about the same for Dallas. And Florida is just real cheap. If you have any questions though about this truck and about the DPF delete and how it works and what the benefits are and everything, or any of those questions, give me a call. I mean, basically all you're gonna have to do to this truck, just keep it serviced. These newer trucks, that's the biggest thing with them. You gotta service them. You gotta change the oil every 5,000 miles. You gotta change the fuel filters every other oil change, and you gotta use 4 filters. If you do that, these things can run forever. If you don't, they'll act up. So just keep them serviced and solve your problems. But like I said, if you have any questions, call me. Want to make an offer, call me. Want to like I said, want me to explain anything about the benefits and options available with the DPF delete, just call me. Like I said, right now it's set up the way we got it with a good tow tune on it, and it's got probably around an extra 100 horsepower or so, but for a little extra money we can retune it to whatever you want. We can crank it up, we can turn it down. Parking sensors, one may have a bad parking sensor. We'll try and check that out. It's beeping though. Maybe I'm about to back into something. You see, it's got a backup camera too. So anyway, we'll be glad to discuss it, answer any questions you may have. Thanks for watching our video, hearing everything we have to say. And you can see after over 10 minutes of driving, no engine lights, no ABS lights, no warning lights, but you can see they all come on just like they should, and then go off, except for the tire pressure sensor. That being said, if you have any questions, call us. Otherwise, we appreciate you watching our video. Look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thanks. We just figured out there was a piece of dirt on one of the parking sensors. So you can see now, put it reverse, doesn't beep. Cut them off, cut them back on. No issues. Just a piece of dirt. Thanks.